Hello everyone and welcome back to Mahjong. So we've been climbing, okay? We've been climbing. Look at all these second place finishes and this third place finish that we don't really talk about, but we're handily an expert 3 right now. And I'm so excited to get to master because I think I can do it. Like before, when I was losing a lot in expert, I was like not understanding why I'm losing. But now I think the difference is I know why I'm bad, which is like a huge gulf of change over the last time that I demoted out of expert 2 or expert 3, right? Also incredible, there's a summertime cafe event right now. Look at this cat. That's the cutest freaking thing I've ever seen. That's incredible. Legitimately contemplated spending real US dollars, real legal tender to get Hinata, my current main, an outfit. I just want to support the game that's given me a lot of evidence of personal growth lately. Anyway, welcome back to Mahjong Soul. I hope you've been having a good time with these videos. I know I have. I'll say this right now. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to help out. If not, that's okay. I understand. We're all very busy people. Okay, I'm just gonna play around because I was also like watching a lot of other people play on the internet, right? And I know it's like it just really depends on like who you are, where you're from, what you've done, as long as you love me, but also like the philosophy of keeping the honor tiles, right? So like 1 2 3 4 5, we technically have enough shapes to complete a hand, so I don't mind keeping these as safe discards. However, if our hand was looking like more in shambles or in brambles even, probably would have gotten rid of these honor tiles early just to search for something that we can build a shape around. Also, in this case, I think that, oh man, we're receiving a small blessing of garbage, but it's okay. I feel good, or I would feel really, really good about this hand, so long as we can get this Eastwind triplet complete. That would be great, because then, as you know, that's a one-way ticket to the all-you-can-pawn and Shi buffet, okay? Then we can play really, really fast to complete the rest of our hand. These 3 tiles, again, I think are super, super safe to discard later. Let's keep them for now. I think if we can open our hand, like 1 2 3 1 2 3, or even 4 5 6 3 4 5, I think that we can do it. I have I'm gonna skip this. Leave a comment if you think I'm the biggest liar you've ever seen. Here's the thing. I think that we should be able to complete this and thus have a valid Yaku. I am not 1000% confident that we'll be able to do so. Maybe someone else is sitting on, you know, a pair of the Eastwinds. Granted, like we've already been 18 tiles in. It's more likely than you think, you know? And it's the East round. Everyone's gonna gun for it. Unfortunately, we've drawn 3 of the same tile, the 2 of bamboo. That doesn't feel that good. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. That doesn't feel that good at all. It's like getting rejected when you're asking someone out. That doesn't feel very nice. I'm gonna be thinking about it when I'm lying in bed later. It's not good. It's not a good sensation. Sure, these are slightly more dangerous tiles to start accruing, but at least now like we have a lot of options to finish this shape. Like we could finish it with a 3, unlikely because 1's already there, or we could finish it with a 1 or a 4. So it keeps our options open. Anyone else seeing this? The blessing of garbage is in full effect. We've drawn a lot of duplicate tiles that are unfortunately of no use to us. Call us Silver the Hedgehog in Sonic 06, am I right? Oh man, what is this garbage, dude? Oh, that's okay. Don't get tilted, Yusung. Don't get tilted. It's the first round. Maybe the Mahjong gods are just testing you. Ever think about that? Huh? Maybe they read a little one too many tabloids and is like, hey, here's how to keep someone interested. Act like a real ding dong to him and give him a lot of tests. You know, I've seen how to lose a guy in 10 days.
No.
I understand that it's probably a sin online to admit that you've seen how to lose a guy in 10 days and you've never seen a single Star Wars movie. It's like, what are you trying to hide? Also, monster hand there. Are you kidding me? How is that so good? Wasn't that just a pinfu hand with 2 red 5s and a Dora? Or maybe there was a mixed triple sequence in there as well. I should have been paying more attention. Oh my god. I should have been paying way more attention. But okay, we got someone to chase after for first place. It's not impossible. Not only that, they're the dealer, right? So You would expect this game to be in the East 2 round right now, considering it's the second hand. However, nah, dude. Because the dealer won, we're still in the East 1 round. All right, let's take a look at this hand. This is great, right? We have one door tile, and we can make it work. We also have the rumblings of a 7-8-9 mixed triple sequence, which would be nice. Unfortunately, the player to our left has already completed a Yaku in getting a triplet of the red dragons. It's pretty bad. Feels pretty bad. So we might have to... we need to finish our hand fast because they've entered the all-you-can-pawn and she buffet. Luckily, and I don't mean to jinx it yet, we haven't really gotten the blessing of garbage. We've drawn a few good tiles in helping us finish some of these shapes, which feels really good. I also just slurred all of my words there as if I was doing a Sean Connery impersonation. So I hope you'll forgive me and that you can still understand these dulcet tones. Anyway, I also don't notice. I don't know if you've noticed this. Rather, see this in the background? I'm orange now. Right? Isn't that nuts that I've made such a radical change? Point of it, I was messing around with it last night. I was like, you know what? The orange looks kind of nice. It's a bit warmer. The purple, right? The deep purple was like, oh yeah, for sure. You're like a capital G gamer on Twitch, right? But I feel like the orange is a little bit warmer. It's a little bit more inviting. And so I'm kind of digging it right now. You know what I mean? Here's the downside of the orange. I once heard on the John Tesh radio show, which if you don't know what this is, then clearly you've never lived in Long Island in the early 2000s. But it was just like a generic pop song station. But like not up-to-date pop songs, like out-of-date pop songs. Oh man, this is not that useful, dude. I know we can finish this with a 4 or a 7, but like 3 4s have already been shown. 3 7s have already been shown. Yeah, this 5 6 is never getting completed, dude. Okay, that's honestly way better. And the reason that we're keeping this red dragon is because it's a safe tile, right? 3 of them are already gone. John Tesh radio show. It would intersperse like the Backstreet Boys with like here's an interesting fact that you can bring up at the dinner table. And one of those facts, and I don't know why I remember it to this day, is like if you wear the color orange, it provokes people. Like it makes people angry. Like when people see orange, they get angry. So, you know, if I see that this video has like 13,000 dislikes for whatever reason, I'll be like, okay, people didn't like the orange. I know when to take the L when I see one. Anyway, okay, so the player to our right getting sucked deep into the shadow realm right now. You gotta pray for those lost souls, right? Player to our left pulling so far ahead in first that if this was like the South 3 or the South 4 round, I'd be like, it's uncatchable. It's absolutely uncatchable. However, this is a great hand for us. Although we don't have a pinfu, this is a great Ricci hand. We are able to call Ricci if we get a 1 4 or a 5 or an 8. So we have a lot of options to send us over the edge, right? We can also call Ricci if we get a 2, right? Which is really cool. So we have a lot of options here. Unfortunately, we're not drawing them yet, but if it comes within the next few turns, which again, there's a pretty decent chance because again, there's so many tiles that could help us there. We could call Ricci, and who knows? We have one Dora, but maybe the Ur Dora will help us out there too. Okay, this isn't great. This isn't great, but I also should be paying attention to other people's discards. Like, if I was watching someone else discard a 5 and a 7 after they drew it instead of from the middle of their hand, I'd be like, oh my god, that person's hand must be really close to being completed. Of course, the player to our left on this incredible rampage, right, gets an East Wind triplet, as they're the East seat in the East round. So this is like really dangerous, right? They have a pretty decently valuable hand already. Oh, we can even call Ricci if we draw a 9 of circles. So this is great, right? It's a Ricci hand. We have 4 5 of bamboos left and 4 8 of bamboos left. So it's a high probability that one of those, either we draw one of them or someone plays one of them. Unfortunately, the player to my right is chasing my Ricci, right? You've heard of chasing a shot with some salt This is way worse, okay? They've called Ricci. We've entered this kind of shootout where I have to deal whatever I draw and they have to deal whatever they draw. So it's like whoever gets luckier in this situation will win. Oh, you hate to see that. That's a really dangerous tile to drop, but luckily it looks like they discarded a lot of circle tiles, so we weren't really punished. Okay, that's an even more dangerous tile. Oops. I'm curious what their hand was. I wonder if they didn't have a lot of weights in their hand, like if they had like a 5 and a 7 and were waiting on a 6, for example, like statistically what that must have been like. But I'm happy to advance the round into the East 2 round finally, and to pick up those 2 Ricci sticks on the table. Something that I haven't mentioned in my oh, dude, who dares wins, right? Half flush here. Let's go for it. We're the dealer anyway. It'll be super valuable for us. So what I haven't mentioned is like, what I haven't talked about really is that like, when you call Ricci, you wager 1,000 of your own points, right? You can even see it. Whenever you call Ricci, your points will actually go down by 1,000. And if no one wins that round, right? If it's an exhaustive draw, then the Ricci stick will remain on the table. And so the next round, whoever wins that hand will claim your Ricci stick. So they just stay on there like treasure just waiting to be claimed, you know? Okay, so this is maybe a little bit of an obvious signal that we're going for a half flush. However, we're really close to completing our hand. A 6 or a 9, we can pawn that. Of course, we'd love to pawn the red dragon as well. Probably want to get rid of this because it's, you know, we don't want to give other players a chance to complete their white dragon pair. You know what? This is, I'll discard this first. I don't want someone who has 1 white dragon to draw a second one and thus be able to enter the all-you-can-pawn and Chi buffet. I'm sitting in the VIP area right now, okay? I don't want anyone else in there cramping my style. Now this is bad. Oh god, this is really bad. We're drawing really valuable tiles, but we've gone all in to some extent on this half flush hand. It's our fastest way to victory. It's also the most valuable way to victory. So this feels good. It doesn't feel terrible. But it does feel terrible, like discarding a 5 of characters, which is the Dora, and a red 5, which is oh, what do I want to do here? We can either wait on the 4 and 7, which are 5 total tiles, or the 6 and the red dragon, which is 4 total tiles. However, I feel like the red dragon might come out easier than this. I feel like the red dragon might come out easier than the 7, you know? I don't know. I feel like people will probably want to get rid of the red dragon in an effort to get that dead weight out of their hand. Or we could just draw the tile that we needed. Holy moly. I mean, that's some good luck right there. That is some incredible luck right there. Half flush red 5, 3 Han hand, but because we're the dealer, it gets boosted in value. And that's 7,800 points. Not only that, it propels us into first place. Here's the thing. I'm almost scared, right? I'm almost scared of how quickly I'm destroying people at Ricci Mahjong. 1 shape, 2 shape, 3 shapes, 4 shapes, pair. Okay, fair enough. The reason why is because like I don't want to hit my skill cap. You know what I mean? Like at a certain point, I feel like if I enter the master rank and then you can play in the Jade room, which is with a whole bunch of other master rank players, I might start getting destroyed, right? Like it feels really good to be improving at this rate right now. I'm scared of hitting my limit and how bad that might feel. However, in the moment, let's just try to enjoy it. And I also think that like, I don't want to make it seem like I have no choice in that matter, right? I've been reading a lot of books on Mahjong, which is, yeah, of course, like nerd alert, but also they're really interesting. We have them linked in the Discord below if you want to read some of those as well. If you know, when you're done partying it up in the clubs on weekdays and weekends, and you want to read a little bit of Mahjong literature, we have those in the Discord, and we also show off when we win or lose in Mahjong, and it's really fun. Okay, that's the plug for today. This is not great. So this 8 doesn't really help us. This east wind is just a safe tile to discard. We're really hoping to draw a 3 of characters, but unfortunately, one of them's the Dora indicator, so we know that at least one of them is like in the dead wall. So there's only 3 left that we can potentially play with this round. Not only that, like, the door is the 4, right? So if people have the 4, they'll want to keep their 3s to make something work. If I go for it, I have to get rid of this door now.
No.
I don't really regret my decisions. Look, I don't really regret my decisions. The later we held on to that Dora, I mean, I regret my decisions a little. The later we held on to that Dora, the worse it would have been. So these are still some great hands, right? Like, there's not a lot of shapes in this one. Ed Sheeran would be freaking disappointed. However, we have a pair of the East Winds, which means that even though these shapes are a little subpar, we can make up for that in efficiency by pawning and cheeing our way to the top. You know what I mean? So probably a misplay. What could we have done differently that last round? Like, we didn't need to push for a win, right? We could have recognized that the person to our left had like a scary hand, right? They conned, which means that they probably like wanted to push their advantage, and they were in second place and only by a little margin. So I think in retrospect we could have folded there. It doesn't feel good, right? Because no one is called Ricci. There's not an obvious sense of danger on the table. However, there's like a man, it's like it feels bad because there's no real sense of danger, but in those situations, maybe you should still fold. I'm gonna play it a little safe here. I like my standing in second place right now. I don't want to really destroy that. We can get rid of this 2 and this 1 and still, you know, mosey our way to a finished hand. Okay, this is a little bit interesting. We can't really discard this 1, but we can discard this 3. Unfortunately, discarding the 3 feels really, really bad. And this is why we don't necessarily push. Like, if I was this player, I would be like, I'm in first right now. I don't really want to deal in, but that's okay. That's okay. Maybe they had like a really valuable hand and they were just trying to like seal the deal, like win no matter what. I'm looking at this hand. This is great. Why? All simps, baby. All simps, ride or die. We got 2 Dora tiles, which are kind of dead weight. I'm gonna discard them, even though I think we have like enough shapes, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we still need something around this 4 or this 8. So I'm gonna keep both options open and get rid of my honor tiles. However, this 3 is a little redundant for us, so I'm not gonna needlessly keep that in my hand and clog up space, you know. Yeah, this is fine. This 2, I mean, maybe there's a world where we kept the 3 and discarded the West Wind. There's maybe a world where that happened, but I also do not hate this idea of keeping this as a safe tile. I don't hate it at all. Unfortunately, 1 3 of bamboo is gone. It hurts our chances a tiny bit. It's not the end of the world, of course. And it looks like the player to our left is going for like a fast, aggressive hand. I don't blame him. Of course, we can't really chi that. Love this, by the way. So we have all 5 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. So one of these needs to remain a pair, but at least we can kind of keep this open, right? We can either pawn the 5 of bamboo and discard the 4, or chi a 3 and a 6 and get rid of the 5. This is a really, really great shape. 4, 5, 5 or 7, 7, 8, you know? Of course, the game kicking me in my teeth a little with the blessing of garbage, considering keep drawing 3 of characters, but that's okay. I'm not trying to get tilted or anything. Player to my left making some fast progress over there, but look at us. We are also moving pretty fast. Now, what do I want to get rid of? Dude, oh my god, this hurts. Okay, because I'm like, the player to my left could have ronned me there. They absolutely could have ronned me, but that was probably our most dangerous tile, and I didn't want to keep it in my hand forever. This is also a really dangerous tile, man. I don't feel good about discarding any of this. We could pawn that, but we'd have to get rid of our red 5, and I'm not about to do that right now. Especially with the Dora being the 7 of characters, I'm like, someone's could be waiting on a 6, 7 of characters and just waiting to finish me with this, you know? It's a little too dangerous. We can pawn this. We can pawn this for sure. We would love to chi a 4 or a 7 here, get rid of this 6, and then wait on this 3 and 6 to win. Of course, we could chi the 3 and the 6 at the start and discard a 6 and wait on the 4 or the 7. This hand is a little risky, right? We got a lot of open hearts on their sleeves right now. Like, everyone's kind of opening their hands, showing that they want to win. A lot of sixes being dropped. You hate to see that. Oh, no, dude. Yeah, I can't do it. I honestly can't do it. I know. Okay, but here's the thing, right? They had a 6 and a 7. I could have lost by more if I discarded the red 5. So I am okay with this loss. I promise this is not just the biggest serving of copium you've ever heard in your entire life. I am genuinely okay with that loss because we would have had to pay more if we dealt in with them with the red 5. So we're still in second place right now. It doesn't feel great. First place is still far away. Call me Carol King. And this is an interesting hand. We can probably discard this 1 and keep this 2, 4, 6 shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we still need a pair. I mean, there's our pair. It's not the worst thing in the world. There's also a case where we go for all sims here by discarding this 9 and the 1 and going for a 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. It's not terrible. It's not terrible by any means. It's actually quite fine. Drawing the 8 of bamboo is really nice there because, again, all this hand was really missing was a pair. Also, I'm going to tell you right now, I put some hair wax in my hair this morning. Why do I look like such a freaking dork with the neat hair? Anyone else feeling this? Is this just a ploy for people to comment, hey, you sound nice hair? No. Yes. No, but I've never been the type to like put stuff in my hair, but now as I've grown older and become an adult, I'm like, oh right, like putting stuff in your hair makes you look a lot better. So you should maybe do it. So I think that was maybe a needless cheat. I'm not sure. I don't know if that really advanced our hand at all. We're hoping for a 3 or a 7 here, and we can discard this. Of course, the 9 of bamboo isn't really going to help there. The player across from us is also called the East Wind, and they're also sitting in the East seat. It's a little dangerous. The player across from us is also like our closest competitor, them being 3rd and us being 2nd, so we desperately don't want to deal into them. Oh, okay. This is a little bit of a risky situation because they won. Okay, that's okay. I mean, see, this is why it's really, really valuable. Seat wind and prevalent wind, just with 3 tiles, right? So if you're playing a lot of East round games and you get a double of the East wind and you're sitting in the East seat, you want to hang on to them. They're a lot more valuable to you than to other players. Of course, if you see like 3 of them getting discarded, yeah, abandon ship, absolutely abandon ship. This hand is not that great. A little bit of garbage here and there, but it's also like we don't even have enough shapes. This is like 1, this is like 2, this is like 3. Yeah, we don't have enough shapes, so in that sense, I'm going to start just discarding these honor tiles just to try to open things up. Now, you might be thinking that this like 2 of circles is a little redundant. If we draw another 1 or another 3, that gives us the opportunity to go for a pure double sequence. If we draw a 4, we can think of that as a 1, 2 blank and a 2, 3, 4, which isn't terrible, right? Let's get rid of this East Wind. Okay, luckily no one called that. Player across from us is certainly getting some momentum. Of course, Mahjong is a luck-based game, but sometimes with stuff like this, you genuinely can't help but feel like they've got the wind beneath their wings. And also, like, you felt it too when we were getting those like really, really nice hands one after the other, right? Okay, so let's think about what we can cut now in this hand. Can definitely cut this 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we still need like a 5th shape. So we can cut this 3 or this 3. We can also just cut this 8. It's not the worst thing in the world because in needing another shape, we can, if we draw a 4 here, we can maybe extend this into 2 sequences rather than just 1. Of course, it doesn't feel that good because okay, this changes things. This is the most dangerous tile in our hand because it's closer to the Dora. We also now want to get rid of this and we want to get rid of this. So this is good. We can maybe even go for a pinfu hand, which I think we can absolutely do here. So again, pinfu is all sequences except for 1 pair, right? Yep, let's get rid of this. We also maybe should have gotten rid of this first. So what do we have? All sequences, right? This is going to be a sequence. This is a sequence. This is a sequence. This is a sequence. We're going to get rid of this 1, 3. And then we have our pair. And now, keep in mind for pinfu, you need to end on a 2-sided weight. You need to win off of a 2-sided weight. So this 5, 6 is going to be a 2-sided weight because we can either win off of a 4 or a 7. This 1, 3 would not be a 2-sided weight because we're only waiting for the 2. That's dangerous. I don't know, man. This is just feeling like a little dangerous. I don't think anyone's gonna win off the white dragons, but like people are playing a little mischievously in this room, right? Damn. Okay, the player across from us is pushing for a winning hand. They just discarded the 5 of circles. I feel like they're probably close to completing their hand. What's the worst case scenario here? Oh wow. Okay. They could be going for some kind of half flush. With the bamboo suit. Now I know they've already discarded 1, but that doesn't necessarily prevent them from doing so. Okay, interesting. Again, gives our theory a little bit more credence. This white dragon is so dangerous, dude. Because they could also be going for a half outside hand, and in which case this white dragon would be really, really valuable to them. Now, is this hand worth fighting for? I mean, it's pinfu to Dora. That's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. And in fact, like I think that we would need a hand like that to slowly claw our way back into first if that's what we're gunning for. And you betcha that's what we're gunning for. 7/7 4. Yeah, I'm not discarding this white dragon. This is also a scary tile to discard in and of itself, but 2 of them have already been discarded already. So a few 4s have been discarded, and a few 7s have been discarded, making... Oh, there's also a 7 here, and there's also a 4 there. So I'm watching this right now, and I'm watching my dreams dripping down the drain, because there's only 1 4 left, and it's probably in someone's hand, because the other one is in the dead wall right now. I can reachy this? Yeah, we're not... This is so stupid, dude. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Feels bad. Oh, that feels bad. That genuinely hurts my stomach. How bad that felt. I'm not giving up, of course. Like, don't get me wrong. There's no freaking way I'm giving up. Lesson learned, right? If no white dragons have been discarded at the end, and if there's a chance that the opponent across from you has like a super scary hand, maybe just fold, dude. Maybe you don't need to get into this like a hand measuring contest where your ego and pride is on the line, right? Okay. Can discard this. I mean, the north wind's not really helping us here. We're a little bit optimistic about the west wind because it's our seat wind. But we can probably get rid of those. What is the best case scenario for this hand? I'm going to tell you, it's just finishing this hand. This is not really that good. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we only have 3 shapes in our hand right now, which feels really, really bad. Granted, we have 1 door, right? It's the one of characters. It's hard to use. Don't get me wrong. It's really hard to use because we have nothing surrounding it. But I would love to keep this in our hand. In the most optimistic sense, we could do a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence, but we are very, very far from that reality. Of course, drawing the 9 there is really great. We also want to keep in mind, like, what do we want to keep for our pair necessarily? We could wait, like, on the 1 of characters, you know what I mean? Which wouldn't be terrible. Like, we're playing from behind right now. We need some big swings. So if we want to do some big swings, we would keep this 1 in our hand till our dying breath. Even if it means that, like, we're waiting on this to complete our pair, which is really bad odds, right? Is orange an unlucky color? If I lose tremendously here, I'm never playing with the orange background ever again. It's too heartbreaking for me. All right, fine. There's a glimmer of hope that we can get a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. In that sense, we would have to break this up because as of right now, we have too many shapes in our hand. So maybe that was like just like a wrong decision. But the player to our right is discarding a lot of 6s and 7s, so and also a lot of 7s have been discarded, so I don't think it's the worst idea in the world to go for this kind of discard. Let's just do like a I mean, that's interesting. I mean, that's interesting. I don't really know what to do with this information. We could abandon going for a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence in pursuit of a more efficient hand, but even so, we're like 2 tiles away from being able to call Ricci, right? We need a, yeah, and we still need a pair. So this hurts. We might be 3 tiles away from being able to call Ricci. Like, we have a lot of like shapes that are almost completed, but no shapes that are like But our hand is still like pretty far away. We have to tear something up in order to go for it. This should be safe, dude. One of them's already been discarded. This, weirdly, is not a safe tile to discard. Okay, that's kind of fricked. I'm gonna fold here because... Am I gonna fold here? We're already in third. We probably won't fall all the way down into second place. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna fold here. I just don't want to get destroyed, is the problem. Okay, we know that this 8 of bamboo is safe to discard. We're hoping that... Wow! Bold move to chase that Ricci. You're in first place, my guy. You can just fold here and be very comfortable. But then again, the fear there would be, right, that like... Oh, scary. Okay, please send them into the Shadow Realm so I have a chance to go back into second. This is all simps? Holy moly, let's go. 1 Oradora. Let's go, dude. And you take their Ricci stick. Let's go. So they're now back into 27,000 territory. We can catch up to them. We can end this game in second, which is now the new goal. So you're looking at this hand. I'm gonna keep this south one, right? It's the south round, and we're sitting in the south seat. It's doubly valuable for us. This is a little redundant. This is a little redundant. I'm gonna keep some of these honor tiles just to keep my options alive. Of course, if they start coming out, I might think about getting rid of some of them. But again, I really don't want to. Like, I really want to keep this just in case we're able to finish it. Because that's 2,000 points right there. Okay. Spooky, scary. Okay, sure. We can discard the white dragon here. There's also a world where we kept the white dragon, tried to complete it, and then just discarded this anyway. Okay, so this is a cool hand. It's coming together. One shape, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the fastest Ricci I've ever seen. Holy guacamole. So we can still fight for this hand, but like this 6 and this 7 is probably the... Oh my god. Oh my god. Just one safe game, please. One short game in the Emerald City, please. Come on. If I lost by discarding a green dragon, I would have screamed. You would have seen me rage quit. Don't win off of this. Please only be 3,000. It's 3,900. Oh my. Just a quick silence there. All right. I'm gonna show you. -13 is not bad, right? We just don't want to end in 4th place. I mean, this is okay. Let's get out of this game screen and you don't have to stick around, okay? This is like theoretically... Oh, you can't even see me right now. Oh, God. Okay. So this is theoretically the end of the video. Like and subscribe. Join us in the Discord if you want to hang out and watch Mahjong. Talk about Mahjong. I'm live streaming this every Monday at twitch.tv, okay? I'm also streaming like a bunch of other games on other days, but come check that out, okay? It's an incredibly loving community. So, now that the fake end of the video has occurred, I want to go back and look at that game. Like, I really want to go back and look at that game. How do you do that? Log, okay? Overview, view this S, dude. So I don't know if you know this, but you can go back and watch your own games, and also once you do go back, you can play it out with everyone else's hands completely visible, so you can also see what they had. So what happened on the Never Too Old to Learn? Oh, you also get an achievement for this. So what happened on this first hand? Turn 0. Okay, so it ended on turn 12. We also have to watch this animation every single time. I wish that it told you which turn that it ended with. Okay, so that was they just went for a pinfu hand. Really? Oh, and they had 3 red 5s, and they were sitting as the dealer. Okay, that's interesting. So East one. It ended on turn 5. So what can we learn from this? This player's hand is garbage. This player's hand, these hands are useless. Yugi Moto voice, okay? You can't really see this, but they have this and then a 4 and a 1 of bamboo and then some like good tiles, but they have so much garbage, right? So let's just see, like, you want to see what garbage discards look like? That's that, okay? So this is what we can learn. If a player has this bad of discards on the first round, be a little scary. If a player is starting to have really good discards, like, what is this? 6, 7, 5, 5, 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They were thinking about maybe going for a full straight here. Okay. Then this is a little scary. They're discarding 3s and 6s. Meanwhile, oh, this is embarrassing, right? Because I was just discarding the same tiles over and over. It's like that meme with the three dragons, and the first two dragons are really serious, and the third one is like, I'm just here to have a good time. Okay, so yeah, they didn't even call Ricci. They were just sitting on pinfu, because this is a really valuable hand. They have 3 red 5s. Right, you don't even need to call Ricci. Okay, where did this all go wrong for me? Okay, this is fine. We can take a look at some of these discards. So they discarded a 7 of characters, and then a 1. So this is also a pretty good hand, right? 4 5. That's one shape. This is another shape. This is another shape. This is another shape, and then they have a pair of the east ones. So just if people start discarding like more valuable tiles, it doesn't mean that they're like close to winning, but it means that they have a pretty decent hand, right? Because if you're just discarding honor tiles, like some people I know, me, it probably means that your hand is like still pretty far off from winning, right? So who won this one? They're slowly completing their hand. They don't want to get rid of this red 5. They're keeping it. Interesting. And then they drew a 4. Okay, so that's really, really lucky. It's really, really lucky. It's not the unluckiest thing in the world. It's not like unheard of, right? They could also have drawn a 6. And there's like a lot of those. So right now, someone's in 10 pile already. Right. It's the player to my left. Their discards don't even look that good, dude. I mean, I don't know if we would have been able to tell in this situation what was necessarily dangerous. However, what I am glad is that I did not discard this red 5. Tell me I did not discard something here that would end me. Okay, I discarded the 6 of characters, and then they dealt into their run with a 3 of circles. Could we have seen this coming in any way? I don't know, because they discarded an 8. At best, right? You would think that they have like a 5-6 blank, right? Because if they had a 5-6-8, that the 8 would be a little redundant. I wouldn't have necessarily expected a 4-5, right? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what that's all about. Okay, so this is their winning rampage, right? Did we win this hand? I already forgot what happened. Oh, okay. So even looking at my own discards, I'm like, damn, this guy has some good tiles, right? This is where we called Ricci. I remember now. So we discarded a 5 and a 7, which meant that we were in pretty good shape. The player to my right discarded a 2, 3, 4, and their hand still. I'm sorry, I'm blocking you a little. Maybe I can move out of the way for this. But I promise you, there's no good place to put me except for the center, maybe, and that's not that great. 1, 1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have decent stuff. It's not the end of the world. So we're waiting on the 5 and the 8 of bamboo, right? And then someone deals into us. Yeah, so they're keeping their 5s, which is a good move. And then I can't remember how we won this one. Right, the player after us called Ricci. They were waiting on a 6 or an 1, 1, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Okay, so they were literally just waiting on the 6 of bamboo. The reason why this isn't like a great wait is because you have one of them. There's 3 left, and like I'm using one, the player to my left is using one. It's not great. Oh, I guess theoretically they were also waiting on the 9, right? Okay, that you know what? That's not that bad. It's not pinfu, but they have a 2-sided wait at least. Okay, and then someone deals into me, right? This player's hand is so dangerous right now. Red means that like if you play those tiles, someone else is gonna win. So this felt a little dangerous, but in retrospect, it was fine. This was fine. This is fine. They drew a 5, and unfortunately, because they were in Ricci, we were able to win off of that. Great. And then when does it all come crashing down? When does it all come crashing down, and could we have prevented it? That's what I'm just trying to see here with this analysis, okay? Don't we win another hand? Yeah, this hand was banging, dude. We discarded so many good tiles here, and then we just won. Yeah, we just won. So what else can we see from other people's discards right now? This player was discarding some good stuff. 1, 1, 2, 4, 4, 7, 7, 8, 5, 5. Maybe they were going for a 7 pairs hand. This is a little weird, right? The discards are a little weird here. I'm not really sure what to glean from this. Again, a lot of great Mahjong players have dropped by in the comments being like, hey, here's an explanation. So I would love to hear that. This player has 5, 7, 8, 9. And of course, like they don't want to get rid of the red 5, right? So that's understandable. They also are sitting on, oh my God, they're also sitting on 4, 2 of circles, right? Which is really, really interesting. They have the opportunity to call Khan at any moment, but they're not doing so because they're like, my hand is not that close to winning, and I could just be boosting the value of someone else's hand tremendously by revealing a new door indicator when I call con, right? So they don't do it. Really, really measured, reserved play. Okay, so we win this one, of course. Is this the one we lose? This is garbage, dude. Why am I keeping all these honor tiles? Would it have made a difference? I'm not really sure. Someone's in 10 pi already? What the hell? The player to my left is in 10 pi already. And I think we deal into them. Yeah, this is a huge mistake. This is a huge mistake. Tell me I don't discard it this turn. Tell me I don't discard it this turn. I discarded this turn. Why is this a huge mistake? Okay, dude, there's so many good warning signs, right? You would think that, oh, they discarded a 6. It must mean that the tiles around it are relatively safe, right? Fucking wrong, dude. Sorry, Google DeepMind, AdSense, whatever. Okay, because it is extremely likely in retrospect that they have this like 5-6-6 shape, right? And they discard this to go for a more efficient two-sided way. It's dangerous. It's really dangerous here. My hand wasn't even that good. What was I thinking, dude? My hand had 2 Dora in it. Did someone call con? Oh yeah, someone called con. My hand had 2 Dora in it. It's not worth fighting for. I should have just started folding here, dude. Like really, really folding. Why didn't I even play the east wind? Oh, I was like, well, the most dangerous tile is like this, and I'd rather throw it out sooner rather than later. I think in retrospect, if they're willing to con, it either means they're bluffing, like they're playing desperately and need to go for a bigger hand, or they've got an incredibly monstrous hand.
No.
Yeah, this felt bad. This felt really, really bad. This felt freaking awful, by the way. Just absolutely, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed into silence right now. What happened in this round? Player to my right is discarding some really good tiles. Let's take a look at that. 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 1, 1, 4, 4, 5, 9, 9, 9. They have a great hand. So if they're already discarding stuff like this, holy moly, just watch out, dude. They called Ricci the turn after, right? Okay, fine. I think we played pretty safe here. I don't think we dealt into them. Although I can't remember. Oh, God, I think I deal into them right here. No, I don't. Thank God you sung. Oh, my God. Let's just take a look at other players' hands. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, fine. 6, 7, 3, 3, 5, 4, 6, 8. Fine. Those are pretty good shapes. Player across from us is kind of in shambles. I mean, 1, 2, 5, 6, 5, 5, 7, 9, 1. Yeah, it's a little dangerous, right? Even though this 1 is completely useless to them, they're not discarding it because of how dangerous it is now that someone else is in Ricci. And then the dealer deals into them. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. If it were me, I would have folded, but maybe they could sense somehow that this was a baby hand. I don't know. All it takes is 1 Oradora. Imagine if the Oradora had been the 8 of bamboo. Suddenly, that's a 3 Dora hand, right? All right, what happens in this round? This felt like a good hand for me, right? Someone's in 10 pi? Oh my God. Who's in 10 pi? The player to our left? Oh my, dude, this, I don't know. Like, there is no world where you would be able to sense this, right? They've called twice, but that could still mean that the rest of their hand is garbage, right? I mean, but good players, like, I was reading the Mahjong text, the sacred text, right? Good players, like, there's a thing that's like always call in order to get into 10 pi. Like, if I can call and then discard a tile and then be 1 tile away from winning, yes, I will usually make that call. Of course, unless like someone's in Ricci or it's like a really dangerous table state or whatever. Like if it's really calm, yeah, I'm gonna call to get into 10 pi. Are you kidding me? Of course. So maybe we can just suss out that even when they made their first call, they were still pretty close, right? Yeah, dude, they're still pretty close. When they made this first call, they're still pretty close. And then the second one, they're even closer. Did I really deal into this one? Oh, God. But I dealt in. Yeah, I wanted to push for this hand. Now, would the 6 here have been safe? Dude, the player across from me had a 6 of circles just sitting there. Interesting. They were waiting on this to win. Interesting. Okay, so they were just waiting on a single tile. That's bleak, man. That's bleak. I should have just discarded this 6, but there was no indication, right? From the player to our left that the 6 was a safe tile. Is it unlikely after they called the 3, 4, 5 that they wouldn't have like a 6, 7, 8 waiting? Yeah. But there's not enough information on the table for me to have gleaned that. I still stick with my understanding of this. I am so happy I dealt the 8 instead of dealing the red 5, dude. I'm okay with this decision, Copium. Okay, and I think the rest of the game was just like bad, right? Like what happened after this? I think I called Ricci this game and I didn't like do anything about it. Okay, they sumoed really fast. There was literally nothing I could do. Oh yeah, they sumoed and I couldn't have really done anything about it. Right. Okay, I'm fine not analyzing that one. That game was so fast that I don't know what we could have done differently. Okay, what happens in this one? I lose here. What happened, Yusung? Oh my god. Okay, let's just take a look at the discards. This player seems to have good discards. Like, they've discarded a few 7s, but then they started discarding honors and stuff. They don't have a good hand at all. This hand is garbage. 3, 4, 4, 6, get that weak sauce out of here. The player across from us is actually really scary. And we maybe should have been tipped off by this 4 of characters discard. That's really spooky. Now, when did... Okay, we dealt the white dragon into this, right? When did we... So they started with 2 white dragons. There was nothing we could do. We drew the white dragon. We were cursed by the gods on turn 9, dude. It's the mid game at this point. If we discarded it now, it would have been fine. Because they would have discarded the 5 and entered Tenpai. We might have still dealt into them later. But we should have discarded it earlier. And then they called this. And so they were waiting on the Dora tile or the white dragon. Dude, this is such a mistake. Oh my god, this is such a mistake. And even watching this, you're like, holy shit, this guy's hands gotta be really good. I can't believe I dealt into this, man. Why didn't I... Oh my, I can't believe I pushed for this. I was just waiting on a pinfu hand with 2 Dora. Pinfu hand with 2 Dora would have been like, what? 3,900 points? Depending on like the mini points, which I still don't really understand. 3,900? Is that worth it, Yusung? I mean, it's not terrible. The player to my left has kept a Westwind. Holy moly, they're playing safe. Holy moly. There are just no Westwinds anywhere in this game, right? So I guess that's... Oh, they discarded one on the first turn. When did they draw this Westwind? This round. And then what did they do? They discarded a 4 of bamboo to play safe. They just folded. With 6 tiles left in the wall. I mean, this is a really tough situation. Because you're close to the end of the game and you want to end in Tenpai. So you can understand my desire to get rid of this. But yeah, they could have... You know what? This is also a situation where you don't know where the other 5 of characters are. None of them have been discarded, right? So it's scary in that sense. So that's also something to keep track of. I mean, it's a lot of information to keep track of. But you know what? I'm kind of glad that we looked at this. Okay. I mean, that's the most shameful thing that's literally ever happened on this channel. All right, everyone. It's going to do it for Mahjong Soul. That's the real ending, okay? That's the post-credit sequence. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Videos here every 3 times a week. I'm also streaming on Twitch 4 times a week, okay? So check us out there. Join us in the Discord if you want to chat Mahjong. We love talking about it. We're real sportos in there, okay? All right, until next time, take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself, okay? Peace.